introduz live. Em português, quem sabe faz ao vivo. There are a lot of expression that makes no sense at all when we just translate it, right? I don't know why. Actually, I know why, because it's not only about to translate and yes, it's about to our culture. So, good evening, guys. I am Leandro. Let me introduce myself. I am Leandro, 33 years old, and I live here in Santa Catarina State, working with IT infrastructure. I've been here for a while, like I believe it's since 2022, so and as a host since last April 2023. So it's been quite a time. And tonight we are going to talk about being grateful, gratefulness, and I'd like to start with Vanda, and I will ask the first question. Please, Vanda, introduce yourself and tell us what are you most grateful for?
Okay, I'm Wanda from Niterói, Rio de Janeiro. Today is cold here, thanks God. Um, I'm a dentist. I have a odontologic clinic. Two sons, one grandson, one daughter-in-law, and I'm a cat person. I have a beautiful black-white cat, and it's that for now. And I'm a grateful person. All the time I think in thank God and for all the time, but the most grateful for me is my family, of course. I love stay here with my relatives, my child, and everyone in my family and my friends too, because my friends is for a long time and they act like a relative too. And
Great.
you,
And what
Rogério?
yes, go ahead, Rogério.
Yes, okay. Good afternoon, guys. I'm Rogério. I'm 49. I'm married. I'm Christian. I'm from São Paulo, but I live in Rio de Janeiro. I work in a oil gas company. In my free time, I like to practice exercise, to watch movies, listen music, play my guitar. I'm here to improve my English. Uh, I'm here to improve my speaking skill because for listening I think it was was good, but my speaking needs to become improve more. So I'm grateful for life. We are living. We are living. I'm a health guy, and I think father, mother, wife, children. I think that's it. That's enough.
That's awesome. So, yeah, it's really interesting to talk about gratefulness. Like sometimes we don't even notice that we don't have uh, problems. Like, okay, our life is good, okay, but we are always complaining, oh, what if I had this or what if I could do that? But actually, I think that in my case, I think that I'm grateful for everything that I have, as you've mentioned, my family, for having the opportunities I never thought I could have before, and of course for have a normal life. Like I don't have any big problem. I am a healthy person. My family is healthy as well. And also, there's a quote I'd like to mention here. There's a quote that says, "A healthy person wants 10,000, like wants to do what, like have 10, or how can I put this together? A healthy person wants to 10,000 or have 10 wishes, but a illness person has just one wish. to be health again. So sometimes all that we have to say is thanks. Thanks for everything that we have. Thanks for what we are, and also thanks for the problems that we have that has built us as the strong persons that we are. I don't know if I am the strong enough, but I like to think that way. So this is my answer to the first question.
Yeah, a good answer. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have to admit, I didn't prepare the answer. I prepared the question, but I didn't prepare any answer. Any answer. That's why I've made some mistakes. But it's good to have this kind of reflection, to have this kind of thought. I believe it's good to recognize that we are in a good situation.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good.
You need to all the time say thank you and think about thank you because our life changing. It's the opposite of complain. And when you complain, all the things get I think gray and you get in a bad place. And the opposite when you saw your bed and oh my gosh, thank you for my bed. Thank you when you take a shower. Oh my God, so privileged person taking a shower, water and warm water. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful about this all the situation. We need to thank and thank more.
Yeah. Actually, the act of don't complain, it's a good approach because it seems like we attract problems to ourselves when we
I
start to.
believe that.
I don't believe in that positive and negative energy stuff, but I do believe that when we start to complain, it's a natural movement. We will start to gather with people that also complain all the time, and
Yeah.
it seems like it becomes a problem that we have made, you know. It's hard.
Yeah. And you, when you approach to a friend, this friend wait for your complaining all the time. And if you don't complain nothing anytime, people approach to you to laugh, to say good things, and it's totally different.
Exactly. What do you think, Rogerio? Do you have something to add? Look, we are in the first question, and I have background on I never reached the last question. So we'll end this up like between the fifth, the sixth question. So, but it's okay. The most important thing is that we have a good conversation time. So that's what matters.
Totally agree with what Wanda said. We need to be grateful for whatever we receive for our house, car, job. I think it's very important. I mean, always thanks a God for everything as I have, you know.
Yeah, yeah, makes sense too. Of course, we won't go to the street and start to hug the trees, like
I have
we,
a tree here in my house, then I hug. I love because she's so good tree. I love that tree so much.
I totally believe that we have to have like equilibrium in our life. So yes, it's important to be in the middle of the line, like don't complain too much and don't I think don't how can I say, don't say thank you too much, like oh thank you for this problem, oh I broke my arm, thank you, no. Sometimes we're going to have bad days, and
But
this is
there
part.
is all the time, I think, to thank. If you broke your arm, you get thankful for can take a doctor, can arrive to a hospital and can fix your arm. I think all the time we can't see the good things in the moment.
You know what? I had an experience like that, like 15, no, I mean 12 years ago, I believe. I have broken my arm. It was not my arm, it was my finger. And the things went up, like ended up that because I have broken my finger, I postponed something, some tasks, and I was in the right place at the right time because I had broken my finger, and I've got a better job, because everything has ended up, everything has mixed it up, and I had like it's not a preparation. I had a schedule and I had to mix it up, and ended up that after all, I was in the right place in the right time, and because of that I had the opportunity to apply to a job, and I got like the double of the wage and a really good place to work, where I stayed like 8 years working. So it was a bad thing that drove me. Oh, drive it does not exist. I'm sorry. It was a bad situation that drove me to a good situation that takes for years, So yeah,
Wow.
sometimes we have to. The problem is how to find the positive side of anything that happens to us. That I believe this
Yeah.
is the worst, the worst. It's the harder to do, but I believe we have to be grateful. Wow. First question only. Let's jump to the second question. Rogério, do you mind to read and answer the second question to us? Is it a problem or no?
Second,
Great. The second one.
okay. Have you ever written a thank you note to someone who has made a positive impact on your life? Uh, I think yes. I was thinking about this question. If I remember someone, I will I will say, let me see.
It's hard to be humble and thank someone like that. At least to me. Something like,
Yes,
okay, let me.
yes. I don't remember. I don't have some examples. Have I ever written? Thank you. I help someone if someone needs. I am a humble man guy, and I'm here ready to help. But I don't remember. Thank you. Sorry
What
about.
about you, Wanda? Do you
I
remember
used
something?
to write nor a message, online message nowadays, and I used to do this all the time. When I go out to with my friends, for example, for a dinner, for a thing like that. When I arrive in my house, I used to put, oh, so good to stay with you, this time, this conversation, this hangout. I used to all the time. If you take a time with me, you are received a message for me.
You know what? You've mentioned something that I do often. Like, for example, okay, I went to have lunch with a couple of friends, and then when I got home, I always ask, "Hey, did you got home safe?" Oh, yes. Oh, so thank you for your partnership. Thank you for invited me to this. So it's interesting that I do
Yeah,
it often. And in addition, I've done something like that because I had a colleague of mine. He helped me out with something related to my job, and then I sent an email just to just to my boss, that is his boss also, and say, hey, I'd like to mention and thank you, my colleague, because he helped me with this and that. And so I'd like to register my appreciation on that. So I've I've done this often. Like I like to do it, and I like to recognize when people help me and when someone spends some time trying to help me or trying to making something good to me. This is a good
yeah.
example.
It's a good situation. It's a good time to spend writing for another person. I think it's uh, have a good vibe.
Great. Okay, so Wanda, I already know the answer of the third question for you. Are you grateful for small things? Why or why not?
Yeah, yeah. I already said, yes, it's my day. I wake up and my first light. Oh my gosh, thank you for this light. I can see. Oh, so beautiful sun. Thank you. And all my life is like that. I don't put a space for complaining in my head.
This is interesting. You know what? There's an I don't know if it's a study or something like that, but I've heard before that our brain, our mind reacts to small actions that we can have. Like if you wake up and you put a smile on your face, like you know, something like your day will be better than if you wake up and think, oh, I have too many things to do. I have these, I have that, I have this problem. I don't know what to do. My life sucks, you know. So it's different. Something like, okay, let me have some daylight, open my curtains, open my windows, and take a deep breath and put a smile on our face. Maybe
Yeah.
it can make the difference for to our mind. What do you think, Roger, about it? Actually, are you grateful for small things? And then if you have something to add.
Yes, I'm grateful, and I think always, all the time, it's mandatory to be grateful. I think we received benefits from God for life, for friends. I think we need to be grateful and to help someone to listen this same word. I think it's very grateful. I think it's very important as well.
Yeah, it's interesting how things could be better uh, as an outcome of our. Oh wait, I've changed something here. Now we have some filters and some stuff like that. Oh, I believe that's why my camera was broken, but now it's okay. So I am a host, so okay.
Let's improve more.
I apologize for that interruption. So yes, I agree with you guys that we have to react in a positive way facing regarding our lives and regarding everything that happens to us. There are some, of course, I have like some ideas regarding that. Like sometimes we need a normal day, sometimes we need time to do nothing or just to be idle. And but yes, I believe most of the time, if we are grateful for everything that we have, for everything that we are, I believe it will be a good option to live this life, because everything will end up in a few years. So we have to take advantage of the time that we have. And I've heard someone saying that we are the 15% of the population of the all around the world, all the areas that are alive. So we have this bunch of people that have lived on the earth before, and counting everybody, we are part of the 15% that are alive right now. So we are privileged only because of that. So I believe it's important to be grateful. And going to the fourth question, I agree. Do you think gratitude affects mood? Yes, I agree. I totally agree. As we've talking before, we can try to not to help, we can try to manipulate our mood. Like, instead of considering all the things that we have to do like a problem, we can consider like an opportunity. So what do you think, Rogerio? Do you think gratitude affects mood or not?
Yes, I totally agree with you. I think if you are doing a small thing, affects our mood. And if you are do big things, think, I mean, the dish of the if you have the opportunity to buy a lunch for someone that don't have opportunity to buy, oh, I was I was uh, hungry, so I don't have money. Oh, thanks a lot. Oh, you will become my day. You know, I think it's a small thing. It's a small example, and I think it could be affect a mood uh, a lot. And which more affects mood? I think that's it. Small and big things we can become our day more happy. And
Great.
you, Wanda, what do you think?
Yeah, for me, I agree totally. I think when I have feelings of gratitude, is like a surprise in me. My life is more exciting because if I wake up, open my window, and and say thank you God for oh so beautiful sky with clouds or not. I act like I surprise myself, and this feeling of surprising, I think in my brain is like a gift all the time, and I think we get more endorphin when we are in gratitude and surprising ourselves with all all the things. Like you see a big tree and oh my gosh, so beautiful tree and oh my everything.
But don't go to hug this big tree, right?
I hug one tree here because she's so beautiful, so interesting tree. I
Okay.
love this especially tree. Is a
Okay.
amoreira, um pé de amora.
So, so talking about that, Wanda, do you think there are some people that exaggerate expressing their gratitude publicly? Like, if you post a video hugging your tree, maybe, but if you do it in a private way, like just for
No, I don't
you,
post anything. I
oh,
don't have
great.
social media. I don't have Facebook, Instagram. I don't have nothing like
So
that.
you have a life.
I have a
If
life. I have my
wow,
life and my freedom. I think post many things is not for freedom. It's for cage.
we are slaves from technology, from social media. Yeah. But tell us, do you think there are some people that exaggerate expressing their gratitude publicly or not?
I think gratitude is inside of my mind, not for showing for everyone. I think if I showing, I'm not great exactly. I'm acting like a personagem. I don't know, a character.
Perfect. Yeah, something like the Instagram stuff. Like, hey,
Yeah.
look how I am good.
And
Look, I am happy.
oh,
But no,
I'm
you're not.
happy. No, no. I never act like that.
It happens a lot for couples. Like, oh, we love each other. Look,
Yeah,
we
and
are.
the
Uh,
the mouse the mouse advantage no mês seguinte, I don't know,
the
the
next
next
month
month they
broke it up.
give up.
Yes, so makes sense. What about you, Rogério? Do you think some people exaggerate expressing gratitude?
Yes, I totally agree. There are some people that they want to show the private moment. I'm very happy, and after, as Wanda said, oh, I'm sad because some things help me, and oh, become more my day sad. Oh, I think exaggerate. Yes, I think I totally agree.
Now that you've mentioned it, have you ever had the sensation that people are not enjoying the moments? Like if you are in a scenario and the sun is you are like seeing the sunset, or if you are watching visiting, I mean visiting some touristic place or some beautiful place, you are not enjoying your experience. You are with your smartphone up, taking pictures that you'll never see again.
In concerts, why film the concert? The
You're
concert
not feeling
is,
it. You are
oh
not
my gosh.
hearing, listening. You're not having goosebumps. You are recording,
Yeah,
and then you will post online, and you'll never watch it again.
yeah. Yeah.
I've mentioned that to my wife a lot of times. Hey, look at the people. Nobody is enjoying the place. Nobody is
No,
appreciating.
they want
Everybody
to show
to
herself in
to
this place
register,
and post.
to register. It's the same when you go to a fancy restaurant or a good place to have to eat, and the first thing that you do is to take a picture of your
Yeah.
meal. I
And
hate
your meal
the
get cold and the people take photos. Oh my
I
gosh.
I hate this. In my case, I've already done this, I have to admit, but maybe if you have the opportunity to visit a unique place or something like that, or a fancy place, okay, but it's not all about that. It's about to enjoy, to have your family, to have your friends near you, with you, getting together with you, not in enjoying the moment, not only registering and sharing with everybody, sharing with people that don't care about you. You know, nobody cares.
Exactly.
Nobody
Exactly.
cares. Nobody
For
listen
what?
to us. Nobody listen to us. Everybody want, if there's someone in silence waiting while you are speaking, I have like I am always, I am almost sure that this people is not listening to what you are saying, but he or she is just waiting for his turn to start to talk something.
All the time.
Yeah, like the most they use the word most used is I in English and eu in Portuguese. Like, oh, I crashed my car. Hey, I crashed my car yesterday, and you said, oh, I've crashed my car like the last year, so it wasn't a bad experience. It's not about to listen and to absorb. It's about to okay and then wait and
Me
then
too.
reply.
Me
Me
too.
too. Oh
Me
yes, I
too.
had this.
Me most
Make
than you.
makes no sense at all. Makes no sense at all. So we are here talking about gratitude, and we realize that nobody cares about us.
I share the same idea. I'm a shy guy, so I think if I'm in visit a new place, I enjoy the moment. I take some photos, but not exaggerate. Not after that put in the social media. No, just enjoy the moment and just it. I totally agree.
But it's like, okay, it's a new place. Maybe it will be the only opportunity that you have to visit this place and you take a photo, but it's in a specific situation. And but there are some people that never enjoyed anything. Like it's all about to register to take pictures and go home, or go to somewhere else or go to another place. Try to observe this when you go to a good place or a beautiful place. Try to observe that people are always taking photos and they are never enjoying the place. It's
Yeah.
a funny
People,
situation.
people don't stay there. You stay in another place taking photos. The mind is in showing and making envy for another person and show herself, but not stay there to enjoy the moment. And when I stay with another people, another person, we need to stay with these people, this person, and not only show myself like you said. We need to get a networking, to get exchanging, but it's totally hard today. Today is an egoistic time.
You know what? First of all, we have to be respectful. Sometimes we are talking in person with someone and someone calls us and we say, "Oh, wait a moment. Oh, hey. Oh,
Oh,
what the heck?" Of course, we have. If it's my wife calling me, you have to understand. It's a priority.
okay.
My
But
mom, my dad.
you touch the person and oh sorry, I need to talk with my wife. It's important. And okay, and you talk and sorry and
So
getting
exactly,
focus of the
exactly.
this person.
Or that situation. Oh, let me just answer some message. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah,
And all of a sudden, everybody in the restaurant are answering their messages or are checking their feed on
all the
Instagram or
time.
WhatsApp or TikTok on Snapchat, whatever.
Yeah.
Now
We
there's
see
another
a
one
family,
quiet. Yeah,
five people in a family, five mobile phones, and they play, take. Is
yeah.
that?
But it's not only about the smartphones. When we have like 10 or 15 years ago, if someone the fever was calling and text SMS messages. So if you were talking with someone and someone calls you, oh, okay, wait a minute, oh, okay, no, okay. I believe the best action in this case is Let me see if it's an emergency. Oh, hey, I am here. It's everything good? Okay, I will call you later because I am here talking in
Yeah,
person with a real person, not an
a real
electronic
person is
device.
more important in that
Right,
time than mobile phone.
of course. Well, we are almost reaching our time. We have like 10
Oh
minutes
my
left.
gosh, time flies.
Of course, we have started
Bye,
like
very fast.
10 minutes after. Let me
Oh
sh
my gosh.
Let me share with you the URL of our survey. Please evaluate this conversation. And please, both of you can evaluate because that way I cannot realize who is talking. Like the last meeting was just one talker, and I said, okay, unfortunately, if you evaluate this conversation, I will know that it's you because you're the only one.
Of
But
course.
today I will check. I didn't check. I will check if she had put something there. But okay, you have the URL. I've shared it on our chat, and I believe we can have like the last question. Do you want to choose a question to answer, or do you want to talk about something that we've mentioned before? I believe we have the freedom to choose right now because we have reached the fifth question, half of the question. I believe we can choose between the six, the seven, the eight. What do you think, guys?
I don't know. It's up to
Six,
you.
could be the six?
The
What
sixth
number?
one?
Six, have you ever overcome a difficult challenge in your life? Has this changed your gratitude perspective? Uh, yes, in my case, I have two bad moments in my life as I was unemployed, you know. So I have babies, and I stayed the first time 1 year without a job, and the second one I had 9 months as unemployed, so was very difficult for my life. It was a challenge, big challenge. And so uh, after this period, when I found a job, a good job, my perspective changed because I saw how was difficult be unemployed, you know, and it's changed my gratitude a lot.
Sometimes we start to complain about small things, things that makes no sense when we are in a worse situation, like you've
Yes,
mentioned. Yeah,
yeah,
makes total sense. What about you, Wanda?
I think all of us had a bad situation in our life. I have the bad situation, a health bad situation, but I overcome. Uh, it's uh, everything in our life will be passed. Yeah, and the bad things, the good things, everything. Life is one day is gone.
It's
Um,
in, I'm
okay,
sorry.
go
No, no, go
ahead.
ahead.
No, no, go ahead.
It's interesting what you said because even the good things, the happy moments, like the definition of happiness is not a life full of
Forever.
pleasure. Yes, no. Actually, the moments that are bad, the moments that are tough, are the moments that make our happy moments special. Like if you struggle all the week working hard, getting your public transportation, I don't know, everybody has a situation that it's hard, and then all of a sudden you have a family gathering with your you have a family moment, or you have a simple breakfast with your friends or something like that, makes all that bad stuff of that hard stuff makes that moment special, and that is happiness. Small moments of
Yeah.
goodness, small moments of good feelings, because we have equilibrium. We have bad moments, we have good moments, we have bad moments. Like
All the time.
if you are
You
100%
focus
happy,
in
you
the
don't.
bad or in the good moments. You need to focus the best place, the best moment.
Sometimes
And
we have people that don't have problems at all and they are depressed. Makes no sense. And
Yes,
while
that's
yeah,
we,
true.
mainly regarding money, like the most happiness people that I've met were poor. Were
yeah,
poor, you
because
know.
we don't have time to complain. We need to work a lot. We need to improve ourselves all the time. We need to get in another step. And people that get famous, rich, and beautiful, and etc., get depressed.
Sometimes they are not able to go to the bakery to buy some breads because they are famous and people get crazy when they go
Mm.
around. Sometimes they have
One
no
bread,
freedom.
one warm bread with a butter. Oh my God.
Yeah, but
Happiness,
you,
pure
you,
happiness.
but look, you, Rogerio, and I, we are able to go to the bakery or to the supermarket and buy like 10 reais of bread and a butter, and go home. Do you think that a famous person can do that?
No, no way.
They don't have that freedom.
No, freedom. I think freedom is the key for the happiness.
Sometimes they have a lot of much better things or fancy things, but they don't have the simple things anymore. It's impossible to them to go out to have a walk, like 10 minutes walk, and without being bothered, without being worried about their security. Yes, it's
Yeah,
not that.
it's a
Everybody
not.
has everybody has their crosses to carry. It depends. It changes the type of problems. It changes the type of challenges. But I believe everybody has something to deal with. All right.
Right.
Okay.
Well, it was a really nice conversation. Actually, I was exhausted, feeling, oh, what if nobody show up? It will be good. But no, this is the moment where we are uh, making things make sense to us. Like we are sacrificing our time, we are looking for to improve our skills, so we are investing in ourselves. And of course, invest is not that easy. Invest is a wise decision. And we are investing our time here, getting together for almost 1 hour, I believe, 50 minutes talking in English. We are talking in English. It's even
Yeah,
better.
Yeah.
yeah. It's a privilege to talk in English. Oh
Of
my,
course, and we are
thank
grateful.
you.
We are grateful. And you know what? Actually, we are part of 5%, five, not 10, 5% of the Brazilian population that speaks English. So we are privileged because of
Yeah,
that.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's
All
wrap
right.
this up.
Thank you for your time,
I
Leandro,
appreciate that.
Rogério. I love this conversation. Thank you.
I wish
Thank
you all an awesome night and an awesome tomorrow is holiday, right?
Yes.
Here
It's
in my
Corpus
city,
Christi.
no, the major give up
Really?
yeah.
Okay, so happy holiday to you, Roger, only to you because you don't live on Vanda City.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, have a
Bye
good one.
bye.
Bye.
Thank